Today we're taking a look at the QLife Racer. We're going to test ride and review it, share with you some of the specs and features. This bike has a lot packed into it at a very budget-friendly price. It has front suspension and it's 21 speeds. Can't wait to test those things out. But before we do that, let's take a look at some of the specs. The QLife Racer is currently on Amazon for $469.99. It's going to come in a step-over version only and 4 colors: orange, black, gray, and red. The recommended rider height is going to be 5'3" to 6'4". Okay, let's take a look at the seat position for a rider that's 5'3". We can bring the seat down pretty low, and that's what it's going to look like for a 5'3" rider. For a 6'4" rider, we can bring it up quite a bit, and that's about the position for a 6'4" rider. This bike's only going to weigh 55 pounds and it has a max payload of 350 pounds. So one of the big things that stands out about this bike is the fact that it's a 21 speed e-bike. So it's going to have 3 chain rings in the front and 7 gears on the cassette in the rear. That's going to be 21 speeds. The QLife Racer is going to have a cadence sensor, which means you're not going to have to pedal too hard to keep this bike going. A 500 watt hub motor with 1,000 watts at its peak. You're going to have 27.5 by 2.1 inch tires with a medium street thread. QLife says you're going to get 30 to 40 miles of range throttle mode and 45 to 55 miles of range with pedal assist. I'm sure that's going to be on pedal assist level 1 on flat ground with the light rider. So another impressive thing about this bike is you're going to get 28 miles per hour whether you're in pedal assist or throttle only. You're going to have a 48 volt 10 amp hour battery. The charge time is going to be approximately 5 hours with the supplied charger. You're going to have suspension to the front of the bike with preload and lockout. Mechanical disc brakes with 160 millimeter rotors. Up on the left side of the handlebars, you're going to have your Shimano shifter that controls your front 3 chain rings and your control display. On the right side of the handlebars, you're going to have your bell, your throttle, and your 7-speed Shimano shifter that controls the 7 gears on the rear cassette. The handlebar grips are really straightforward. They don't turn when you're riding, and they're made of a nice rubber material, so your hands stick to them really well when riding. You're going to have an integrated front headlight, decent wire management up front, and they give you this Velcro cover that holds the wires together pretty neatly as well. To power on the bike, just long press the power button. The control display is small but to the point and easy to read. If you hit the plus and minus button, you'll be able to cycle through your 5 different pedal assist levels. You'll have your speed. If you quickly press the power button, you'll go from your odometer to your tripometer and then to your voltage. Hit it again, brings you back to your odometer. If you long press the down button, you'll put the bike into a walking mode. And if you hold the plus and minus button down, you'll go into your advanced settings. I recommend you make sure you know what you're changing in there before you change it and write down any settings so you can go back to them if you need to. Plastic pedals with reflectors, a single-sided chain guard, a Shimano tourney derailleur with derailleur guard. You're going to have a battery that mounts to the outside of the down tube that's 48 volts, 10.4 amp hours. You can charge the battery on or off the bike. To charge it on the bike, just pull this little tab up and you're going to charge it right here. You're also going to have your power button to the right side here. Up to the top of the battery, you're going to have a battery strength indicator. And over on the left side, you'll have your key slot. It's really simple to remove the battery. Just insert your key, turn it, push the battery up just like that. To reinsert it, you're going to line it back up, push it into place, and lock it. Simple as that. The saddle is branded QLife, and it was pretty comfortable when riding. It has a decent amount of padding right here up on the top, and you have a quick release seat post. So if there are specs or features that I didn't mention today that are important to you, head over to the Amazon listing, and there you'll find some more detailed information. Okay, now it's time to hit up that ride with the QLife Racer. It's a sharp looking bike right here. Look at that orange. Okay, and we are off on the QLife Racer. Here we go. Let's do this thing. First impression is, man, I thought this thing would be rickety. It's not bad. We're gonna get a feel for it though, for sure. Let's drop it down to pedal assist level 0. And let's pedal this thing like a regular pedal bike and get a feel for it. Man, I'll tell you what, bike pedal is pretty nice. Let's see if this bike is balanced. It's balanced pretty good. I don't recommend anyone ride no hands. I'm just trying to show you how balanced that front end is. And you can see my legs moving. We're doing fine on this bike pedaling it. So I really feel more than many, you're gonna be able to pedal this bike a lot easier than many of the other e-bikes because you have so many speeds. I mean, I can go up a hill and crank my legs pretty smoothly going up this hill, no problem. So normally I say you'll be able to get it up level ground and slight inclines, but I think this one might give you a little bit more. And at a budget-friendly price, that's not bad. Let's come out here on the main road. We're gonna open it up and see how fast we can get this bike going, pedaling it. We're gonna get this bike going as quick as we can, pedaling it. Let's do it. We're doing 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 26.4, 27. Wow, that's really good. Guys, I'm 255 pounds, 5'11", and this bike just got me to 27 miles per hour with pedal assist. So this is a cadence sensor bike, so you're just gonna have to move your legs to keep the cadence going. But we're traveling at 25 miles per hour. That's pretty good. One guy says go, the other guy says I'm gonna run you over. Just in riding this bike for a very short time, it feels really good. It's tight. It's tight and it feels good. I'm gonna go ahead and mount my cell phone mount on the handlebars, and we're gonna test our 0 to 20 throttle only. We'll see what this bike's got. We're gonna check our 0 to 20 speed and our 0 to top speed just to see how this bike goes throttle only. So there's a different speed for each one of the different pedal assist levels. So we're gonna bring it right up to pedal assist level 5 and check that throttle speed out. Our throttle's right here on the right hand side. And here we go. So we're doing 6 miles an hour, 12, 15. There's 20, look like 9 or 10 seconds. Okay, 0 to 20, here we go. 4 miles an hour, 9, 14, 17, 19, 20, 10 seconds. And I'm in cruise control. So this bike does have cruise control. Remember, you need to hit that brake to turn it off. So then it was 17 seconds to get to 25, it looked like. So this thing's got some serious giddy up and go. There's no doubt about that. Let's do it again. We're gonna go all the way this time. 0 to top speed, here we go. So 10 miles an hour, 15, 17. It took like 10 seconds to get to 20. 18 seconds, I think, 17 or 18 to get to 25. 28 miles an hour, wow. Okay, this bike really does go quick. So let's check out our GPS speed and see if this bike is really doing the speed it says it is. So we're doing 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, this GPS and bike are matching up really well. It takes a second for it to get there, but it gets there. We're doing 16, 16, 15, 15, 14, 13. So the bike's display is going about a half a mile slower than the GPS says we are. So that's really good. These things match up really well. Let's check out our 5 different pedal assist levels while pedaling to see how quick this bike goes in each. So here we go. So from pedal assist level 1, we're doing 3, 7, 8, 9, and 2. We're doing 10, 12, 13, and 3. We're doing 14, 15, 16, and 4. We're doing 17, 18, 20, 21, and 5. We're doing 22, 25, 26, 27, 28, 28.6, 28.6. So there you have it, the 5 different pedal assist levels, 1 through 5 while pedaling. And I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with this bike. I'm gonna probably say this is one of the best 500-hour e-bikes I've ridden so far. It feels pretty solid. It really does. This time, let's go ahead and test the 5 different pedal assist levels throttle only and see how that does. I don't anticipate it being much different than what we just did. So in pedal assist level 0, you have no throttle. And here we go, the 5 different pedal assist levels throttle only. In 1, really slow roller, 8, and 2, 13, and 3, 17.7, 17.9, 18, and 4, 21, 5, 28. So there you have it, the 5 different pedal assist levels. So we're doing 28 miles per hour, throttle only on this bike. That's pretty cool. A budget 21 speed bike. So you can see here, you have 1, 2, 3. And then over here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times 3 is 21. Let's go ahead and do a brake test and see how this bike brakes. As soon as we hit this line with the backpack on it, we're gonna hit our brakes, and each parking space is about 9 feet. So we'll do it on this side of the line so we don't mark it up. Okay, let's see how this bike brakes at 20 miles per hour first. Here we go. 13, 15, 16, 19. There's 20. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 3.5 parking spaces. Let's get this bike as quick as we can go, and then we'll hit them brakes and see how far it takes to stop it. Here we go. 13, 16, 19, 21, 22, 25, 26, 27.5, 28. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 spaces. So we just hit 28. So 6 spaces. So that's 6 spaces at 28 miles an hour. It is what it is. Let's get a feel for this bike off-road. Here we go. Yeah. I'm going throttle only, doing 19 miles per hour through the field. So with the resistance of this grass, that's really good, throttle only. Let's hit it up over here and see how it does on these routes. Here comes the rough part. Yeah, okay. No joke there, folks. This bike went through there just fine. So you'll be able to ride this bike on-road or off-road. And you can see we're just cutting it up through this trail perfectly fine. Lift myself up off the seat, and I'm just jamming over those roots. You do want to be careful because that cruise control will engage itself. So you want to make sure that you tap them brakes. Let's go ahead and let's see if this bike will go up that steep incline over here. Throttle only. It's not going to do it unless we're pedaling. Got to have the momentum with this bike. It won't make it up there. So yeah, it's not going to make it up there. Throttle only, but many bikes don't. This one doesn't either. You know, this bike has a 500 watt hub motor, and I'm asking a lot of it, and it's delivering. That incline's just too steep for many bikes. That's okay. Sometimes when you ask too much, the bike says no. This is what it looks like me pedaling the bike. Not too bad. I mean, I'm not really leaning forward. I can sit up straight, and I can always pull down and reach forward for the handlebars and dig in if I wanted. But just cruising around, this is my posture. Slightly leaning forward a little bit here, but again, I can just come straight up as well and ride in a cruising style just like this. I like the look of this bike. I like the color. That orange really looks sharp. I like that it has 27.5-inch tires. Those big tires are nice. It gives you a lot of ground clearance. And 21 speeds. I mean, think about that. Most of these bikes have 7, 8. This has 21 speeds. And it's got a nice little firm belt to it too. The display is small and to the point. It's a cadence sensor. Maybe a torque sensor would be good with this bike as well, because with the torque sensor, you really get even more out of those 21 speeds than you will with a cadence sensor. So that might be nice. If this bike had a torque sensor, that would be a good upgrade. Torque sensor and hydraulic brakes. 2 huge upgrades that would make a big difference on this bike. But it's less than $500. It's hard to beat. So I like that this bike has an integrated front headlight, has front suspension with preload adjustment and lockout. So this is the upgraded model of the Racer. It has cruise control. Found that out when I was giving it throttle on that straightaway. Surprisingly, the seat's pretty comfortable. I didn't think I'd be able to ride with it, but I've been doing okay with it. I like the fact that you can see the display, whether it's sunny out or you have sunglasses on. It's really easy to see. I don't know if it's the color or the style of the bike, but everyone that sees it thinks it's really sharp looking. When you're ordering your bike, I believe there's an option to order one with fenders and a back rack. I like options, and it's just more options. But overall, this bike rides smooth. I feel comfortable on it. It doesn't feel cheaply made, that's for sure. For someone starting off with an e-bike, this is probably one you want to look at. So that's going to wrap this one up for the test ride and review of the QLife Racer. And if you're interested in purchasing one of these bikes, there'll be links in the description for you to do so. It doesn't cost you a penny more, and it certainly supports the channel. So, like always, thanks for watching. Ride safe, have fun. See ya. Big bump coming. There we go. Really? That's a way to land your drone? Eat a bug.